Week after week, we've been reporting on the abysmal state of affairs in Pakistan, with the country's economy tottering on the brink of collapse. Inflation has hit the stratosphere. The cost of living crisis is unprecedented. Most Pakistanis are today struggling for survival. Bare essentials are unaffordable and out of reach for many. There are so many today who cannot afford to send their children to school anymore. And if you needed more evidence of how desperate and anguished the Pakistani citizens are today, here it is. In a viral video, a Pakistani man says, "Allah, give us Modi so that he can fix our country." He wants the Indian Prime Minister to govern Pakistan. Yes, that's how bad things really are.
भाई जब तुम लोगों से तरले मिन्नत कर रहे हो, मांग रहे हो और तुम तो मंगते बने हुए हो, हमें मोदी मिल जाए, हमें तो नहीं नवाज शरीफ चाहिए ना बेनजीर चाहिए, वो लेके आओ ना वैसे।
This video of a frustrated and helpless Pakistani citizen has gone viral on the social media, venting his anguish over the state of affairs in Pakistan and the incompetent leadership and praying to God for a miracle.
मोदी साहब ग्रेट मैन क्या कर रही हैं आप? मोदी कोई बुरा इंसान थोड़ी है। इंडिया के जो मुसलमान हैं वो 150 रुपये लीटर पेट्रोल ले रहे हैं ना, 150 रुपये का चिकन इंडिया वाले ले रहे हैं ना, इंडिया के मुसलमान। तो हम भी इंडियन मुसलमान होते, हमें क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? इस मुल्क में जहाँ हमारे बच्चों को रोटी नहीं मिल रही है, आप यकीन कीजिए, पानी नहीं मिलता, लाइट नहीं मिलती, सुई गैस नहीं है हमारे घर में, सिलेंडर जब हम भरवाते हैं ना, सिलेंडर भरवाने जाते हैं वो भी ब्लैक में मिलता है हम लोगों को। शर्म आ रही है लेकिन।
Essentially, this gentleman wants India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi to rule his country. While some may find the man's lament amusing, fact is it sums up the harsh reality that the average Pakistani citizen faces today. Echoing similarly desperate sentiments are scores of other Pakistanis who have in recent weeks taken to the streets and raised slogans such as "Pakistan se zinda bhago, chahe India chale jao," meaning run for your life away from Pakistan, even if it means taking shelter in India. They say they wish they had not been born in Pakistan. So why this degree of desperation and despair? The answer is quite simple. Pakistan's economy is in the ICU and deteriorating by the day, and the people of Pakistan are trapped in unlivable conditions. Sample this. The rate of inflation in Pakistan stands at 40%. The value of the Pakistani rupee is 258 against the dollar. There are just $3.25 billion left in foreign exchange reserves, barely enough to cover a couple of weeks of imports. Now let's look at the spiraling prices of essential items and kitchen staples. Petrol is selling at 272 rupees a litre, diesel at 262 rupees a litre, and kerosene 217 rupees a litre. The price of milk has skyrocketed from 190 rupees a litre to 235. A kilogram of chicken costs almost 800 Pakistani rupees. Boneless chicken meat has hit a high of 1000 rupees per kilo. Simply put, prices of daily essentials have become unaffordable for most Pakistanis. In fact, Pakistan's economy is in such dire straits that scores of middle-class families can no longer afford to send their children to school as they are struggling to make ends meet. And it doesn't end there. The economic crisis has also dealt a body blow to the country's healthcare system. There is a severe shortage of essential drugs and medical equipment. Medicines as basic as insulin, Disprin and anesthetics have disappeared from the pharmacies and hospitals. Things are so bad, doctors have been forced to put off surgeries. For the drug manufacturers, imported raw materials have been held up at the Karachi port due to a shortage of dollars in the banking system. What Pakistan is desperately counting on is an IMF bailout, one that has proven to be elusive so far. In February, the Pakistan government and an IMF delegation held yet another round of discussions on a $6.5 billion bailout package. The government had hoped it would be able to convince the IMF about implementing its conditions in a gradual manner, but Islamabad's hopes were dashed. The International Monetary Fund expects Pakistan to meet certain criteria, such as setting up an anti-corruption task force, hiking electricity tariffs, and imposing a levy on petroleum products. IMF's managing director recently stated, and I quote, "Those who are making good money in public or private sectors need to contribute to the economy. It should not be that the wealthy benefit from subsidies, it should be the poor who benefit from them." Many argue that Pakistan's elite have taken the country from being an Islamic republic to a 1% republic. In other words, opportunities, power and wealth in Pakistan are concentrated in the hands of the top 1% of the population, and the remaining 99% seem to live in a different country, a different and dark world altogether. One from which there seems to be no escape for now.